Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome to today's video. Now, if you watched the video I did recently, I said about a long-term relationship with a Thai lady as to what sort of things can happen that might get on your tits. They might not be able to adjust to and things like, oh God, this is doing my head in. And I went through all the downside as such. Well, today's video is the opposite. Today I want to share with you what it's like to live with a Thai woman and all the positives. There's so many positives. There's so many good things about being in a relationship with a Thai lady. And for me, I've been married now 7 years. I've got no regrets whatsoever. It's just an aspect that I want to share with you where maybe you're thinking, oh, I didn't expect this. I didn't expect that. And to give you a bit of a background as to why they do it and the reasons behind. Before we get into that, guys, if you'd like to receive our monthly newsletter, please send me an email, 247pattaya@gmail.com. Just put in the heading newsletter. That's all you need to do, guys. And we'll send you out our monthly newsletter at the end of every month, which Bo puts together. It's fantastic. It's well worth a read. Now, don't worry, you're not going to be sitting here looking at me. What we're going to do is put some overlays. This is just recent footage, random footage around the city and around the country. So don't worry, it's just to save you having to watch me babbling away doing this. Right, so I've got 8 points here. So point number 1 is you come first. No, I don't mean like that, but you come first in terms of they put you, the Thai women, your wife or your long-term partner will always make sure you come first. In other words, if there's something that you want to do, but she wants to do something else, she'll do what you want to do. And then once that's been completed, then she'll look at whether she's got time to do what she wants to do. Silly little things like going out, all these kind of stuff. They put you first. You are their world. And it's a very nice, relaxing feeling because when if I was married back in England, it was like we'd argue, I'd be up to her, up to me. She'd make decisions, but then we'd end up arguing about who's doing what, etc. Out here, it's completely different. It's like, and they've got the favour up to you. But when you say to the sweetheart, do you fancy going and doing that? Up to you. It's not that she doesn't want to do it. It's just that she wants you to have the lead and you take control, and she'll happily do what you want to do. So be prepared, guys. It's quite a culture shock. It's something that might be a little bit unsettling at first before you get used to it. When I was very first with Mo, sometimes I think, God, just make a decision like, don't do this. I'm happy to go with what you want to do as well. It's a two-way relationship. Out here, it's not. It's a very different relationship to a European relationship in terms of it's really you are their primary care focus point. They want to make sure that you are having a good time, you're enjoying yourself. And people can mock and laugh, say, yeah, because she doesn't want you to start off and she got no money. Well, what's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? At the end of the day, if she wants to take care of you, you're a long-term future, well then, why is that an issue? Number 2. This one took me a while to get my head around, but the Thai women are very caring in terms of they want to make sure you're completely relaxed. And no, don't put your mind in that direction. I'm talking about you might be watching TV and suddenly you'll be getting a shoulder massage. Sometimes you get a foot massage. They'll be pampering you. They want to clip all your nails and clip your toenails. All these kind of things that really, the only thing my wife in England ever massaged was my wallet. So, all of a sudden you've got this really beautiful, loving, caring person that's not only giving you the lifestyle that you enjoy and the opportunity to relax and enjoy yourself, but actually really genuinely taking care of you. So again, don't be put off by that. Don't think, oh, why are you doing this? I can go to the salon and get this done. It means the world. When they finish taking care of you, and they're in their eyes, I think, yep, that's my man. It gives her a massive boost. She's like, brilliant, I've done. Thai people are very family orientated, so they want to make sure that you are taken care of. So please don't feel under pressure. Don't feel it's like embarrassing. It's not embarrassing. It does happen. And all of these things I'm shouting at you, I'm not saying it's a given that every single person is going to get that. But what I'm saying is, in general, from my experience here, these are the sort of things that will happen in your relationship. Number 3. Food. Now, as you know, Thai people like to graze. They like to eat small, but more often than we do. I'm a traditional Westerner, so I like breakfast, lunch and dinner. Although living out here now, I don't have breakfast. I have lunch and then sometimes a drunken dinner later on at 11 o'clock at night, depending on where I've been. But the point being is that Thai people are very different. They like to eat very, very little, but very often. So be prepared to have small snacks all the time. Now, if you do want to eat your food, again, it's a culture difference. Remember, a lot of the Thai ladies have never cooked, never experienced Western food before. So you might have to help her out on that. But once they've got it nailed down, honestly, it's great. You sit there, they'll cook your food for you. You never have to worry about cooking. And I really strongly suggest, guys, check out the Thai food. Let your long-term girlfriend or wife or partner, let them experiment with the food to give you, and you can try and see what you think. Because I promise you now, You might think, oh, well, I'm not eating any of that stuff, but it's a lot nicer than sometimes it looks. I know you get the green sauce that looks like fuel and all that kind of stuff, but it is actually a lot nicer than it looks. So regarding the food, you know, be prepared to have a lot of food produced. You don't have to eat it all. And again, you know, back in the day when I was a kid, you know, you had to finish your plate. Out here, you don't. You know, you can eat a little bit. Oh, I'm done now. I'll eat the rest later. And that's something else that you're going to have to get your head around, is that they do. They'll bring back out the food that you had earlier on. You think, hang about. So, you know, just relax, guys. Let's take it all in your stride. Enjoy it for what it means. Number 4, decision making. As I said earlier on, and it can be a negative, but I see it as a positive. But there can be a negative when you say to your partner, right, you know, should we go down to the lake today? Up to you. And you think, come on, what do you mean up to me? I've just asked you, would you like to go? Don't be offended. What they're trying to do is they want you to have a good time. And they want to make sure that when you go out there, if that's what you want to do, then you can go and do it and they'll come along with you. So when you are making these decisions, you are thinking, well, where do you want to go? Don't be upset if she says, oh, it's up to you. It's not her rebuffing what you're offering. It's just a case of she wants you to make decisions and she will happily come along with you. Now, when I say that, when she comes along with you, let's say you're walking down the road, and I see this many times, it does make me cringe. Holding hands. Guys, when you go up to the village, when you walk around, it is very, very disrespectful to show affection in public. Down here in the city, here in Pattaya, they'll kiss you in public, they'll hold your hand, but really, secretly, deep down, they don't want to do it. And if you go back home, and if you're in a long-term relationship, particularly when you go home to the family, you ain't going to be doing any of that stuff whatsoever. It does not happen. It's disrespectful. So please bear that in mind, guys. When you do go home, don't start cuddling and holding hands, all that kind of stuff, especially if she's got her parents and grandparents alive and they're watching. They won't like that. They won't say anything to you, but deep down she'll be boiling and thinking, oh no, this is so embarrassing. Please don't do this. But she understands that it's your affection. So when you are looking at making decisions, a lot of the time the decision-making process will be down to you. You decide. They will happily come along. So don't be afraid or offended if she says, oh, it's up to you, sweetheart. Just say, you know, hey, how about we do this together? I'd really like to do that. Okay, let's go. And away you go and enjoy yourself. Now, one thing that people that have been in a long-term relationship will back me up on this one, especially if you've got your own homes, is cleanliness and cleaning. Thai women are very, very proud to keep their house clean, to keep the tidy, do all the washing, make sure everything's all good. They really do enjoy it. And to be honest with you, sometimes for me, it does get a little bit tiring with Mo. I'll be sitting there outside and I'll be working on my laptop, just doing whatever I'm doing. And suddenly she'll be out sweeping and she'll be mopping and she'll be polishing. And I'm like, sweetheart, can you just sit down for 5 minutes? No, it's okay. I want to do it. All right, okay, you carry on, darling. And next thing you know, the mop under my feet. I'm like, can you do the other side of the house for now and then come back later? But again, you know, it's something that when I look back in England, you know, you share the chores. You know, it would be a case of, well, she's at work or she's out with her friends, or I'll just do some tidying out or do the hoovering or whatever, wash the dishes. Out here, it's very, very different. Out here, the women take control. And, you know, people say they wait on your hand and foot. To a degree, they do. But that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing because they want you to be completely relaxed, to be really enjoying your time, not have any stresses, any hassles. You don't have to do anything. All you've got to do is maintain the financial side of the relationship and the emotional side of the relationship. The rest of it, they're more than happy to do. So don't be offended. Don't think, oh, this is one side. I don't like this. Except it is, you know, they've got to do a lot of things to try and understand us. And likewise, we need to do a lot of things to try and understand them. But once you understand them, I promise you guys, it is a breath of fresh air and a completely different world to Western worlds. I mentioned it earlier, family. A lot of the Thai women that you find, that you meet, will ultimately want to live back in their village. They are very, very family orientated. But do you know what? I'm a single person. I've only got my mum, just me and my mum. I don't have any brothers or sisters. That's it. It's just me and my mum. So I'm very, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. I'm very happy in my own space. I don't need to be surrounded by people. Now, Mo's family, she's one of 7 siblings. She's got a mum, her dad, she's got a nan, she's got all her sisters' children, and all the. It's like a big troop. And when I first went into that environment, I was like, oh, this is really, I don't like this. And, number one, I don't really understand what they're saying. Number two, I feel a bit intimidated. I'm surrounded by all these people. And number three, it just wasn't really for me. I don't really do big groups of people. But I learned over the years that to Mo, it means the world. For her to go and see her family every day and spend some time with her family every day, it means the world to her. And it means even more to her if you take part. So guys, when you do go up, and you're going to go in eventually, you're going to go to her surroundings, her village, wherever she's from. When you do go and you end up in the family environment, embrace it, guys. You know, don't worry. And also, this is another thing that got to get out of your head, is if you don't understand the language, Thais will talk and then they'll look at you and they'll start laughing. You think, hang on, are you taking the piss out of me here? They're not. They're just intrigued and they're trying to learn. A lot of these villages, particularly the ones away from the big cities, they won't have experienced seeing a foreign guy chip up. So for them, it's quite a learning curve for them as well. But don't be offended. Don't think, oh, go away, sod off, I'm not doing that. At the end of the day, embrace it. And when I go home, I do my stuff in the morning. I wake up in the morning, I do all my work. Once I've done my work, then we'll have some food for lunchtime. And then I normally go and see Mo's mum and dad and the family. I'll stay there for 2 or 3 hours. And then once I've done that, then I'll come back and then we just chill out for the evening and that's it, job done. So be prepared, guys, for family. But family's really good, I'm lucky Mo's got a big family. So when we need things doing or help and assistance, I've always got people on hand that will come and do it for us. And, it's just a nice, relaxed, chilled out feeling. So don't be afraid and don't worry about the families. It's part and package of Thai lifestyle. One thing that we talk about lifestyle, you might want to go on holiday. And let's say you've been in a relationship for a long time. Now you're going to go down and say, oh, let's go to Koh Kud, which I highly recommend. And, Koh Samet, Koh Chang, all these other beautiful islands we've got around here. If you go down on the beaches, again, you are going to find that we want the sun. We love the sun. The Thai women don't. If they've got a suntan, it means they're out in the fields. That's what the etiquette says, meaning they're on the rice fields and they've not got an education inside an office where there's no sun. So again, part of your learning curve will be to understand that when you go down to the beach, like I do, Mo will sometimes put a hat on and everything else, and then she'll go and pick up the little shells on the beach. I'm in the sea having a chill out and just enjoying the sea, but they won't do that. It's very rare to find a Thai woman, and also with the side of the sea, etc., a lot of them can't swim. So please be very careful about that. Last thing you want to see is, where's she gone? And she's bobbing up and down. I can't swim. So be aware of that, guys. And lastly, sleeping and relaxing. One of the things that I found not infuriating, but now I love it, I think now it's brilliant, is that the Thai people will do their thing. Once they've done their thing, they'll just chill out and go to sleep. And you're like, well, what are we going to do now? Because we're always active. But for Thai people, they like to relax, they like to chill out. So again, part of the nice about the relationship is that when she is chilling out, when she's relaxing, well, you can chill out and relax too. You might want to lay back get a silver sun. I've got some sunbeds. I lay back, I read a book, I might play on my phone, I might answer some emails while I'm just chilling out, I might watch a movie on Netflix. All these kind of things that you can do. The pace of life is just so much more relaxed. Back in London, it was 100 miles an hour, 7 days a week, and there was no give up. Out here, okay, I still work at 100 miles an hour, but that's just me as an individual. But when I go home, it's far, far better. I'm literally just like pottering along at a tiny little snail's pace. And initially, it was quite difficult to get my head around. And now I've done it, I'm really pleased I'm into the groove there. When I go out there, it's like, oh, great, let's relax. That has to be nice and easy. So like I say, guys, these are just 8 points I wanted to share with you just about when you are in a long-term relationship. For me, it's the best thing in the world. I always find it a bit sad when you see the guys back home getting berated by their family and their friends. Oh, you're going to go out there for those Thai women. They don't understand what's going on. They don't understand how it works, but they just want to point their fingers and judge and talk about you behind your back or sometimes to your face. But to me, I think to myself, why can't you come out here and have a lovely lifestyle? Why can't you do that? What's wrong with that? Why should people around you, particularly family and friends, be upset or angry that you want to come out and enjoy yourself? How does that possibly work? But the point being, guys, is when you do come out here, and there's one final little point I want to put into this discussion today, is when you do come out, you are potentially looking at a life-changing, fantastic way of life. However, there's one thing to be aware of, guys. Be careful where you go looking for your partner. And I want every girl to be happy in life. I really do. I want everyone to be happy in life. But if you come in here into this entertainment zone, remember they've heard 1,000 lies before about you being a captain of a ship, an airline pilot, SAS, all the other stuff we hear. So they're used to the lies that people tell them because they think that come out, I've got to impress her, I'm the captain of a cruise ship. When really, you're not. You're working in a warehouse packing boxes. So what if you're working in a warehouse? At least you're doing a job. It doesn't matter. So when you come out here, guys, be careful where you're going to look to try and find your partner. If you're coming in here into these environments, I'm talking about the nightlife environments, it's very, very difficult. If you are looking for a long-term relationship, utilize the online stuff. There's a link down below to one of the onlines that I think is really good. Also, go out to the shopping malls, just go to where people are in environments. You might be looking at a condo, you see there, and the lady behind the things is quite an attractive lady. You say, look at the condos. What are you doing? Your days off? Fancy going for a coffee? Fancy going for some food? Just break the ice, guys. It doesn't matter. Just ask. Go to nightclubs, but not nightclubs in the entertainment zones. Go to nightclubs further out, away from the city centre. You're always welcome in there. But the point being is, wherever you go to look, make sure it's an environment that really think, what kind of person, what type of person will be in this environment? And I don't mean that disrespectfully, I really don't. I mean it with a complete and utter open mind. I'm just saying, if you go down to Soy 6 trying to find yourself a new wife, well, you know the outcome. It's not rocket science. So there we are. What I would ask, guys, if any of you are in a long-term relationship or married, would you be kind enough just to share your experience? How have you found it? What's been the highs? What's been your lows? And guys, if people do share their experience, please don't jump on them and start berating them and start giving them any grief, because I'll just delete and block you from the channel. It's not an issue. This is about learning each other, about understanding, about sharing information, sharing experiences. So please, if people are kind enough to share their experience, then that'd be great. It'd be good to read. I read every single comment. I reply personally. No one else does it. No Bo, Ying, or anyone. I do it personally. So I do read every comment. But as I say, if someone's written a comment, you think, oh God, he's got taken for a ride, and you say, oh, you muppet, I'll just delete you out of the channel, guys. It's as simple as that. Right, there we are. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please remember the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. I mentioned earlier about Kick. Join us on Kick, kick.com/Buzzin Pattaya. It's a live stream, on a Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 p.m. Come and join us on there, guys. And it's a good laugh. It's completely unfiltered, uncensored, and we've got a lot of good stuff going on there. So come and join us over on Kick. If you want to find out about the nightlife, have a look at Instagram, type in Buzzin Pattaya, give us a like and a follow on there, guys. We post videos and photos every day. And likewise, TikTok. TikTok's all about daytime. Again, jump over to TikTok, give us a like and a follow on there. And all the links are down below. I mentioned about the newsletter, which is a really, really good newsletter. And lastly, Discord. If you haven't joined us on Discord, have a look at Discord. There's over 23,000 members. It's packed full of information, completely free of charge. Jump in there, guys. Register. Come and join us on Buzzin Pattaya. And come and see what's going on in there. All right, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching. And please, as always, wherever in the world, stay safe.